that. From the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway.
Green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Move it up, fellas. 65, 65. Go ahead, go ahead.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
65, 65. 21, 21.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27.
Over here. Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
319! 319! We are going.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
319! go over here.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll begin the drive with Breida. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll toss it to Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They give it off here to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Move it up, fellas.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
4 down, check. 4 down.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
All right. No. 319.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, check 26. No. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We don't going.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Here we go. 58.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Over here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal.
319. Jumbo. Get 300. Get 300.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Run. 319. Jumbo.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Montgomery, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First down, Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw on second down, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Over here. Zoom.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 21.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I got you.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail. Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Get reset. Hey, easy. 319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back.
Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 319. Jumbo. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario will get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
319. 319. Hoko over here. Hey, check 26.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Over here. Back to north.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. And they will take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
158.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Here we go.
Back to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Muscling free near the 40. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 4. Five-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are in. For the first time this year. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.